What's good, LOBS family? It's another day, another reaction, and this comes again a request. Walk on Water by the artist Eminem. So we've done a lot of Eminem on this channel so far. However, it all comes by request, via request. So if you want me to react to different contents, please just put your comment in the comment section below, and then we will look at it and we'll react. Okay, so I've definitely heard Walk on Water before. Let's just see if we can extract any bars through maybe the music video and see if we can catch any more.
I walk on water.
We got Beyonce's on this one. So this is Eminem, Beyonce, Walk on Water. Here we go.
But I know Jesus.
I walk on water, but I know Jesus. So even though he calls, or she even has been associated with being one of the biggest influences on social media, she still says, I'm not God, I'm not Jesus.
I walk on water, but only when it freezes.
Why?
You can hear him scribble in the background on pieces of paper and chucking it away because, you know, nothing is ever perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. Even the scripts that he's writing, the lyrics that he puts on paper, he's sometimes not happy with it. And
Expectations so high.
it's like that, what?
Why? Our expectations so high. Is it the bar I set? My arms I stretch, but I can't reach. A far cry from it, or it's in my grasp. But as soon as I grab, squeeze, I lose my grip like the flying trapeze. Into the dark I plummet. Now the sky.
Okay, so it's a circus scheme. So it says my arms I stretch. So if you picture on the circus, if they're doing the flying trapeze, the one leaps off the one swing basically, and he stretches his arm, and then he wonders if he can catch the other guy, and so he would consider then the grip that he has. It's also that swing, it's a bar that he's setting basically, so he sets the bar, swings on the bar, and leaps over to the other one. Does that make sense?
I can't reach. A far cry from it, or it's in my grasp. But as soon as I grab, squeeze, I lose my grip like the flying trapeze. Into the dark I plummet. Now the sky's blackening. I know the mark's high. Butterflies rip apart my stomach, knowing that no matter.
Butterflies rip apart my stomach.
The sky's blackening. I know the mark's high. Butterflies rip apart my stomach, knowing that no matter what.
You know, when they say you got butterflies in your stomach, this is when you're anxious also, but most people say no, you may be in love, your head's in cloud nine, got butterflies in your stomach. But that feeling that you swing, that gravity pulls you down, that also creates that little sensation in your stomach, and they call that butterflies in your stomach. But he says that butterflies is ripping apart his stomach.
I lose my grip like the flying trapeze. Into the dark I plummet. Now the sky's blackening. I know the mark's high. Butterflies rip apart my stomach, knowing that no matter what bars I come with, you're gonna heart griping. That's a hard fight getting to swallow. So I scrap these. As pressure increases like khakis, I feel the ice cracking because
I feel the ice cracking. So he knows that there's some sort of a sensitivity to him even being an influencer, him even releasing his content, being a rap artist. He knows that he's not perfect, and there's cracks in your perfection, and that is the imperfection. So he says he feels the ice cracking, which means also that he feels that he's busy falling, and the only platform that's holding him up is so thin he can feel it's cracking underneath him.
On water.
I like more of this, you know. This is Woke M. I like this. So if you guys have any suggestions of songs that is more like this, please comment below.
But I know Jesus. I walk on water, but only when it freezes.
the curse of the standard, that the first of the Mathers disc set. Always in search of the verse that I haven't spit yet.
It always sets the bar high for him. So there's always something to go back to and say, listen, yeah, I need to do better. I need to create something more intense.
That the first of the Mathers disc set. Always in search of the verse that I haven't spit yet. Will this step just be another misstep to tarnish whatever the legacy, love, or respect I've garnered? The rhyme has to be
Oh man, that violence coming in there. Just listen to this. And then he says, with every step, is it going to be another misstep? Is it going to be another failure? Is it not going to do good?
To the verse that I haven't spit yet. Will this step just be another misstep to tarnish whatever the legacy, love, or respect I've garnered? The rhyme has to be perfect, the delivery flawless, and it always feels like I'm hitting the mark till I go sit in the car, listen and pick it apart like this shit is garbage.
You see, he's his own worst critic. You know, he makes a song, composes it. When it's done, he go listens to it, and then it's, nah, this is not working.
God's given me all this, still I feel no different regardless. Kids look to me as a god, this is retarded. If only they knew it's a facade and it's exhaustive. And I try.
Listen to what he's saying.
God's given me all this, still I feel no different regardless.
He is acknowledging God that's given him all this. He's acknowledging God that gives him the ability to be who he is. And he says he doesn't feel any different. He feels like a normal person. You know, this is just him speaking out of the heart. All of the things are stripped away. All that facades is stripped away. But let's hear what he says.
Like this shit is garbage. God's given me all this, still I feel no different regardless. Kids look to me as a god, this is retarded.
You see, kids look to me as a god, this is retarded. It's stupid, it's silly. Why are they looking at him? Yes. Okay.
Giving me all this, still I feel no different regardless. Kids look to me as a god, this is retarded. If only they knew it's a facade and it's exhaustive.
It's a facade and it's exhaustive.
Look to me as a god, this is retarded. If only they knew it's a facade and it's exhaustive. And I try not to listen to nonsense, but if you bitches are trying to strip me of my confidence, mission accomplished. I'm not Godson, Nas, Rakim, Pac, Big, James, Todd Smith, and I'm not Prince. So they're trying to strip me of my confidence, mission accomplished.
This is if you want to strip me of my confidence, mission accomplished. You stripped me of my confidence, so take your shot. They failed to take the shot. Instead,
I'm not Godson, Nas, Rakim, Pac, Big, James, Todd Smith, and I'm not Prince. So
I walk on water, but I ain't no Jesus.
Beyonce's voice is angelic on this track.
I walk on water, but only when it freezes, 'cause I'm only human, just like you, making my mistakes. Oh, if you only knew, I don't think you should believe in me the way that you do.
I don't think you should believe in me the way that you do.
I don't think you should believe in me the way that you do, 'cause I'm terrified to let you down. Oh.
it's true, I'm a Rubik's, a beautiful mess.
A Rubik's cube with all the colors, a beautiful mess. Okay.
'Cause I'm terrified to let you down. Oh.
It's true, I'm a Rubik's, a beautiful mess. At times juvenile, yes. I goof and I jest.
Okay, so he is admitting that, you know, in songs he goof and he's jest. He's a little bit childish on tracks. They respect that. You can't be serious all the time. But the Rubik's has so many different colors, different sides. So there's different sides to Eminem. And in that sides is even split into further pieces. Okay.
Let you down. Oh.
It's true, I'm a Rubik's, a beautiful mess. At times juvenile, yes. I goof and I jest. A flawed human, I guess. But I'm doing my best to not ruin your expectations and meet 'em. But first, the speed 'em verse.
The speed 'em verse? Wasn't that one of the fastest verses that he ever spit? With Tech 9? Okay.
I'm doing my best to not ruin your expectations and meet 'em. But first, the speed 'em verse. Now Big Sean, he's going too fast. Is he gonna shout or curse out his mom? There was a time I had the world by the balls eating out my palm.
That's true. That's true. When Eminem blew up, everybody dyed their hair blonde. And they wanted to be like Eminem.
Out his mom. There was a time I had the world by the balls eating out my palm. Every album song I was spazzing the fuck out on, and now I'm getting clowned and frowned on. But the only one who's looking down on me that matters now's Deshaun. Am I lucky to be around this long?
So again, Deshaun Proof. So Proof is making another reference to Proof. So he's paying again respects to the dead. That was really his best friend.
Down on me that matters now's Deshaun. Am I lucky to be around this long? Begs the question.
And he says, you know, I'm lucky to be around this long. He's actually saying, you know what, it should have been me. If I would have traded places, I would have with Deshaun. Okay.
Am I lucky to be around this long? Begs the question though, especially after the methadone is yesterday fades and the Dresden home is burnt to the ground and all that's left of my house is lawn. The crowds are gone.
Crowds are gone, all that hype. No more.
Burnt to the ground and all that's left of my house is lawn. The crowds are gone. And it's time to wash out the blonde. Sales decline. The curtains drawn, they're closing the set. I'm still poking my head from out behind.
Curtain Call was the album. I was thinking of the album where he's actually standing behind a curtain and he's poking his head out. But also in theater, if you want to, if you're concerned about the audience or the numbers, you come out from behind the curtain, you just look and you want to see how many people arrive to witness your performance.
Sales decline, the curtains drawn, they're closing the set. I'm still poking my head from out behind. And everyone who has doubt, remind. Now take your best rhyme, outdo it, now do it 1,000 times. Now let them tell you the world no longer cares or gives. One who has doubt, remind. Now take your best rhyme.
So it says everyone who has doubt, remind. Now take your best rhyme.
Outdo it, now do it 1,000 times.
Outdo it and now do it 1,000 times. I know that he might be referencing Bruce Lee's famous quote here. It's better to practice one kick 1,000 times than to practice 1,000 kicks once. Practice makes perfect. Practice that rhyme 1,000 times, not once. And that is what he's saying here. I think he's quoting Bruce Lee.
Now take your best rhyme, outdo it, now do it 1,000 times. Now let them tell you the world no longer cares or gives a fuck about your rhymes. And as I grow out of sight, out of mind, I might go out of mind. Cause how
just listen to the emotion in his voice. I'm gonna stop pausing and let's just ride this last part through, okay?
now let them tell you the world no longer cares or gives a fuck about your rhymes. And as I grow out of sight, out of mind, I might go out of mind. Cause how do I ever let this mic go without a fight when I made a fucking tightrope out of twine? But when I do fall from these heights, though, I'll be fine.
I had to pause it. Sorry for that. So he said, when I made a tightrope out of twine, he created so much things around him out of nothing. He came out of nothing. And he's this big right now. But also a tightrope, you still have to balance yourself. Again, bringing it around in a full circle where the circus scheme, he still have to balance in life. Even though he has created all of this, he has to figure it out and still walk this tightrope. And he might fall. There's a big possibility of falling. And this is only him thinking about falling or preparing for the day when he falls. So, this is maturity here, okay? Take note.
Out of twine. But when I do fall from these heights, though I'll be fine. I won't pout or cry or spiral down or whine, but I'll decide if it's my final bow this time around, cause
he says even though in life there's going to be failures, it is still his decision. He still gives consent to the things that goes on in his life.
On water, but I ain't no Jesus. I walk on water, but only when it freezes, 'cause I'm only human, just like you. I've been making my mistakes, so if you only knew, I don't think you should believe in me the way that you do, 'cause I'm terrified to let you down. Oh, if I walked on water, I would drown.
That's Eminem and Beyonce, Walk on Water. Man, this was a very, very deep song. It was deep cut, and at the end of the day, we not perfect. We only human. Even these celebrities, they're human. And no matter how much they think of themselves as God, Eminem is saying this, and that's all a facade. That's all just it's exhausting. Okay, so that's Eminem and Beyonce for you. Walk on Water. If you like that reaction, please like and subscribe my channel and help this channel grow. Peace out.